right, 14 minutes before the top of the hour, straight talk from Sarah Palin faced off against an articulate Senator Joe Biden in the only scheduled VP debate. Who was really able to connect with the audience, especially in Missouri, in St. Louis?
Radio talk show host McGraw Milhaven is here to fill us in. Good morning to you, McGraw.
Good morning, Gretchen. Good morning, Brian.
We just heard Sarah Palin talking about the middle class, and we know, of course, that Joe Biden and Barack Obama speak about that a lot, especially with regard to tax cuts. But this was interesting to hear Sarah Palin put herself into that mix, because some of the rap against John McCain was that he hasn't talked enough about the middle class.
Yeah, it was obviously Joe Biden yesterday threw out middle class in the first sentence or two. She numerous times mentioned the middle class, mentioned the kitchen table. So they were definitely trying to connect to that huge block in the middle known as the middle class, who are taking a big hit with this whole financial situation.
Well, McGraw, is this resonating with the people of Missouri, some of your audience that you talk to on a regular basis?
Yes, completely, totally. Last night, she hit an absolute grand slam. Her folksy, whimsical conversation, her down-home sayings, dare I say, it was very Truman-esque. People understand that. People relate to that. And inside the room, obviously, we were told we weren't allowed to cheer or anything, but you could definitely get a sense that there were quiet fist pumps of supporters of Sarah Palin because she knocked it out of the park last night.
Yeah, you know, I was alluding earlier today, I got a sense that I was back in the 50s, and maybe that's what you're talking about, too, was just like she used phrases like doggone it. And that, quite frankly, was nice, because in this day and age, we hear a heck of a lot worse than that.
Yeah, it was almost a couple of times last night. I thought it sounded like the valedictorian going up against the head cheerleader. She was happy and peppy and bursting with cheer, and he was all policy wonky. And inside the room, when she says, you know, hey, I guess I'm just not from Washington because we tell people what we say and we do it. I mean, that clearly resonates with all of the voters.
She came back at Joe Biden with stuff that he said about Barack Obama. Do you think that John McCain picked up on that and will use some of that on Tuesday?
Yes, I think there were a couple of things she went back at him and hit home runs with. One was Iraq. One was the economy. There's no question that she created a couple of buzzwords, a couple of sayings, and it's going to be very hard for Tina Fey to do a Sarah Palin impression this week.
And I also caught at the end, she said she was very proud and always had been to be an American. I thought that was a very interesting line as well. McGraw Milhaven, great to see you, and we'll continue to monitor the situation, as you will, until November 4th.
Thank you very much. Always a pleasure.
You can't tell from that shot, but McGraw's like 6'9".
Really?
Yeah, he's a really tall guy. He was here in the pundit pit, and we still haven't recovered.